on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you yet another figure review. And today we are taking a look at the brand new AEW Unrivaled Series 8, now shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. As always, use promo code FORLIFE to save 10% off your order. For each and every one of you guys who uses that code, please tag me on Instagram, and I'll give you a nice little repost. I really do appreciate you guys who use my code. It does mean a lot. But here we are, the newest AEW Unrivaled set. I feel like we've been waiting a while, so we did get Unmatched Series 2 not too long ago from Ringside, but Series 7 seemed like it was quite a while ago. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I feel like it's been a little bit since we get Unrivaled set in here. Today we're taking a look at Chris Jericho, the Painmaker, the one that I'm really excited to add to my collection. I don't know why. I feel like when I first saw him kind of debut this gimmick in Japan, I just thought it was pretty cool. It was, at the time, he was doing, I think, The List in WWE, and he went to New Japan and brought out this Painmaker kind of character that he's really been running with. So it's kind of cool to have the first iteration from Jazwares. We're also taking a look at the best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent. Again, it's unfortunate that that Trent cut his hair, but it is what it is. That's the figure game. It does take some time to put these out on market. But it is nice to have some different characters. I feel like we've been getting, it's been a good mix. From Jazwares, they've kind of been giving us, the same steady guys. You get a Cody, you get Jericho, you get Moxley, but then they'll give you some guys for the first time in line, and I think that's really kind of helped expand the roster and, keeping the line interesting so you can get the newer characters and kind of build out your AEW roster as it continues to grow. But taking a look at the figures in the packaging, it is the same gold and black design that we have seen for the last 7 sets. Moving to the side, you get the figure numbers on the bottom. I don't know if there's any hidden message on this one. You know how sometimes they got the letters. Looks like they do. I don't know if that has an M-A-C. You got the image of Jericho, Trent, and Chuck on the side. On the back, this is my favorite part of the box, honestly. I love this big image design of each wrestler. It looks pretty damn cool. You get the other figures in the wave, as well as the time they wore the gear. And we're going to come back and get all 3 of these figures out of their packaging. All right, and first up, I figured it only made sense to do these guys together. We have Chuck Taylor and Trent, the best friends tag team. And accessory-wise, it's kind of light with this series. I don't feel like a lot of these guys came with anything. I mean, granted, they got the vest and the jacket, which we will remove as we go on through the figure. But I would like some interchangeable hands. I don't like that these figures both come with just 2 fisted hands. It's, I don't know, just would like a little something more. But we're going to start with Chuck. You do get this nice rubber vest. It is removable. No real deco on it. It's kind of empty in the back. He does have these elbow pads, which are sliding off. We'll pop that back on real quick. And very loose on these elbow pads, man. They came off very easy. But here's the vest. Nothing too crazy. Has Chuck on it. Some pockets. Very simple. Looking at the torso, I don't know, something about sometimes the proportions with these figures, it makes it look like he's got this huge gut. I don't know, something looks a little off. I don't know if it's because again, they use a different plastic for the upper and lower pieces, so they tend to have a look of a different color. They don't quite match up, as you can see here, even with this lighting. Not the best, but the head scan, I could see the likeness. Not the best, but not awful. Got some nice sculpting in the hair. He's got the beard. The head is a little jiggly on mine. That's interesting. The gear, he's got Kentucky Gentleman on the back. Got the blue with a green stripe running down. A sculpted belt buckle. Same on the other side. I don't really care for AEW's Jazwares kick pads. I feel like, forget the focus, they always look a little small in these figures. I feel like the feet could be a little longer. Look a little stumpy. But the figure's okay. Not too crazy about it, to be honest. And Trent, personally, this is one I really wanted. I feel like he got kind of screwed by Mattel. He had that one basic. But that's unfortunate he cut his hair, but I would prefer to have him with a long hair. I really do like the sculpt. Looks really nice. He's got the headband underneath, molded on there. That is not removable, but that is cool. Does look really badass. Look at the sculpting on the back of the hair. The jacket, similar material as the one with Chuck. Definitely pretty easy to remove, it feels like. It is a nice soft material. Wonder if these goddamn elbow pads, man. Oh my god. Oh, actually, he does not have elbow pads. just kind of getting stuck on there. Or does he? I don't know. What the hell? Oh, he does have an elbow pad. Makes it a little harder to get off. Jesus. That is snug. You know, and this is a nice rubbery material, so I'm sorry you guys are going to have to watch me struggle here on camera to remove this jacket. Sometimes removing the hands helps. Yeah, that's why. So he's got these 2 longer elbow pads, which make it such a pain in the ass. Come on, my God, that was annoying. So you got the jacket, deco on the back, nice yellow going down it, Trent on the front, same on the other sleeve. And now looking at this figure, this torso looks way better. I know, something about Chuck. I guess he's not as in better shape as Trent, but definitely do like the way this torso looks on Trent a lot better. Does come with the 2 longer elbow pads. Does have some nice deco on the wristbands. Kind of bleeding onto the arm a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. That's not a big deal. Taking a look at his tights. Some more nice details. I really do like this. Nice deco went into it. He does have the knee pads. Also has some design. Take a look at the other side. Really nice. Look at the kick pads or the boots. He wears similar boots to what Dolph Ziggler used to wear. So I don't know. It's funny. Every time I see him wrestle, that's what I think of Dolph Ziggler boots. Looks really nice. I do like that they went with the accuracy on that. All look pretty nice. Here are both figures, and obviously, you know, this is the first time that they've been released in the Jazwares line, so I figured it'd be nice to bring in some different tag teams to compare them with. So let's create a little room. We'll move the best friends over just a tad. Get this over here. We got unmatched Santana and Ortiz. Get Trent standing a little better. Gets a little tight here, sorry guys. Move the camera over so you get a better view. So there's Santana Ortiz versus the Best Friends. We also have another former tag team. Let's get Santana Ortiz out of here. SCU, who is no longer together, which is a shame because I actually like them. We also have the Young Bucks, my favorite tag team. Just to give you guys some different comparisons. Again, their first figures, so there's really nothing else to throw up against. I don't have any other figures, but I figured this would be a good shot. Next up, we have the Painmaker Chris Jericho, and without a doubt, this is the one I most anticipated from the set. I'm a huge Jericho fan. Love his whole kind of AEW run. It's just been unbelievable, especially this late of a run in his career. I feel like he's doing some of his best stuff. But the Painmaker, we first saw that in New Japan, where he kind of debuted it. And he does come with a ton of accessories. So he does come with the fedora, which is removable. And it's interesting if you listen to kind of his podcast where he talks about how he came with the Painmaker gimmick. He actually was not going to wear a fedora. And then in New Japan, they just mentioned, hey, why don't you wear a hat? And that's kind of where it went. This awesome jacket looks really nice. Again, soft material. Let's take a look at the deco on the back real quick. Look at that. Jericho. Got the red on the bottom. Got all these spikes. Another design right here. The red on the belt. This looks really good. And there is a chase version. I think he has a similar jacket. But he does not have the Painmaker face paint on. Hopefully this is a little easier to get off. You know, I'm just going to pop the hands off. Make my life easier. There you go. Slides right off. Take a look at the jacket. This is really nice, man. Pop his hands back on. And we've gotten so many Jerichos, and you know what? I'm not even going to complain. I just keep pumping them out. Look at that face paint, man, on there. On the scan. Looks so good. This is amazing, man. He's got the gritting teeth. And he also does come with a scarf. So remember, with the first kind of Jericho figure we got from Jazwares, he had that cloth scarf. And I don't know. I don't know if I hate this or like this, but some people were complaining that we got a cloth scarf when he first started, and now we're getting this rubber. I feel like this just sits a little better. Even the MJF scarf, sometimes it just kind of goes all over the place. So that is a scarf. I will say, I wish he came with some black gloves, because I know when he comes out with the Painmaker gimmick and the jacket, he usually got the black gloves on, but He comes with the regular hands, got the tattoo on there. You can see his sleeve tattoo on the arm. He's got an inner circle shirt on there, painted on. More forearm tats. And the pants are pretty plain. I did a review of the Gear Pack Jericho not too long ago, so that is pretty much the same pants, and they just threw some knee pads on there. Very simple, but I mean, very clean looking figure. It's just very nice. I really do like how they came out, and that scan is awesome. And we do have a bunch of Jericho figures, and here's something I want to do. So before we actually jump into comparison, so here's the 1B Chris Jericho with the updated skin tone. I'm kind of curious to see how the Painmaker looks outside of the inner circle shirt. So, you know, the Jazwares figures, they pop off very easily. Remove the heads. We'll do the same with the Painmaker. Flailing all over the place, knocking everything over. We will pop off the head. There we go. We'll throw it on the bare torso. Not underneath. And if you guys wanted, it's very loose. That's kind of weird. It's the same torso. I wonder why. But that is the Painmaker Chris Jericho. If you want him with a bare torso, you know what? Let's throw this back on because that looseness is bothering me. There we go. That looks pretty damn awesome. I do like the way that looks. And again, if you wanted to do swaps, this is the thing I like about the Jazwares figures, is if you wanted to do customs and buy a bunch of things, it's really easy just to, you know, kind of heat some parts, or not even heat, just kind of pop them off. I hope Mattel goes that route, because I am tired of torso swaps, and it would just make my life easier when I'm doing customs. Or, you know, if you just don't like certain part choices, if they picked a shitty torso for a figure, pop it right off, make my life easier, and I'll put it on somewhere else. I won't complain, and you'll probably get more sales because I'll be buying other figures just for parts. But let's dive into some comparisons, and we'll reassemble Jericho back in his Painmaker gear. And jumping right back into it. So I have the 1B figure again. I just wanted to point something out. I think the head scan is the same, and they just kind of repainted it with the face paint on there. Looks like his mouth is a little more open. You can see more teeth on this one, but I wonder if that's just the paint applications. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's the same head. They repainted it, but that's great work of, you know, tooling. I have no problem with that. On the right, we have the ringside exclusive, a little bit of the bubbly Chris Jericho. Still probably my favorite one. Just really loved that whole gimmick and how viral it went. And I love the smiling scan. I feel like I wish we would get an updated skin tone, because if you can see the difference, how much lighter it is. It's kind of an error when Jazwares first started producing the figures. I really want to see them re-release this head with the updated skin tone. One of my favorites, you know, it just really captures the essence of Chris Jericho. And let's get these two out of here, because we do have more. So I have the Series 6 Unrivaled Jericho. It's crazy. We just got him in 6, and now he's in Series 8. But it makes sense. They got to keep pumping out these stars. These are what people want, and the ones that fans know. Unless you're a really hardcore fan. You know, if you're walking in a store and seeing these figures on shelf, you're going to know who Chris Jericho is. But so we have the Series 6. That shirt, the jacket, excuse me, is from the Gear Pack Jericho that this came with. He does come with 2 cloth jackets. Looks very nice. Kept it on my Series 6. And again, I wish he came with these gloved hands for the Painmaker. I think it would have really completed it. I mean, this figure got it. This is, you know, this really grew on me, because I feel like I did not want this figure, and I thought it was a little overpriced. But since I bought it, I've been having so much fun with it. He kind of just sits in my arena setup of this crazy Jericho running around, like interviewing people or just yelling at the crowd, or, you know, at the announce booth. So I'm really, you know, that has jumped up on my list as one of my favorites. The Series 6 one is okay. Remember, he had this issue with these like really wonky legs, which thankfully the Series 8 Jericho does not have. And, you know, for my last comparison, I'm gonna bring in the Series 1 Jericho with the jacket, but let me come back and assemble him with his gear too. All right, so we got the Jericho all geared back up, and on the right to compare it with, we have the Series 1 first release from Jazwares, Jericho, kind of based off the Painmaker, minus the face paint. So you get 2 different jackets. You could see the difference in the scarf, what I mentioned before. This looked really nice. You know what? I actually do have an extra one, because I display this guy without his jacket, which is actually where these gloved hands came from. I feel like this definitely completes the look. You're definitely going to need a set of gloved hands to really make the Painmaker more accurate, I feel. I don't know if he's worn them without the gloves, but he definitely looks better with them. But you know what? If you have an extra scarf, you can swap it out. It is what it is. The hat, actually, they are a little different on the paint deco. This looks more of a flatter color. This is a little more of a shine to it, if you can see it. Definitely a difference in the shade. And again, you can see the heads comparisons. Both jackets look really nice. I do like that there's a little flex to them. I mean, you're not going to be able to move his arms, unfortunately. This is probably how I'm going to be displaying the Painmaker. It looks really good. No complaints. Let me know, which one do you guys like better? Do you like the Painmaker or do you like the Series 1 figure? Both are awesome. I'm happy to own both. Let's come back and we're going to wrap up. Before we get into some final thoughts, if you guys haven't already, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you guys checking me out. Please sub. It really does help me grow this page. If you're returning, I appreciate you guys for your continued support. I'm going to work as hard as I can to give you the best quality content. As far as these figures go, so the best friends, Chuck, I'm not really too fond of. I feel like something's going on with that torso. Just didn't look that great. The head scan is okay. I feel like it's not as bad as, like, say, FTR, but I'm not crazy about the scan itself. I can see a little bit of the likeness, but could be better. Trent, I definitely like better. I love his deco. I love that they went with the accuracy on his boots. The torso definitely fits better. The head scan is really good. I really do like the look of it with the headband. The jacket is okay. It fits for what it is. I wish they would have came with some interchangeable hands. They're kind of light on accessories. Not a lot of the figures in this set really came with much as far as accessory wise. So I feel like they got the short end of the stick, and you kind of just get some two-fisted hands. Jericho, 100% love it. Highly recommend it. I like everything about it. I mean, if you really don't like the scarf or something like that, you could swap it out with the Series 1, but I absolutely love it. The jacket is phenomenal, so toyetic. Love the face paint. If there was one minor gripe, again, another thing, I wish you would have came with some interchangeable gloved hands, but luckily I had an extra set. So if you are interested in picking up these figures, they are now shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. Don't forget to use promo code 4LIFE. It'll save you 10% off your order. And before you guys go, please follow me on Instagram at AlexWestCollects. I'll be posting a ton more fun photos on there. So thank you again for checking out this review, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.